Aula F75 versus the F75 Max versus the S75 Pro. And the real question is whether the little screen and the knob on the pricier ones actually earn the extra money. Because all three are chasing that same creamy, thocky sound people buy these for. Pay more for a screen you glance at twice, and it's wasted money. But buy the most basic one, and you might wish you'd gone further. By the end, you'll know which one fits you. Let's break it down. Let's start with the reason anybody buys one of these in the first place, which is how it sounds and feels when you're actually typing for hours. All three go for that creamy, thocky profile with pre-lubed linear switches, 5 layers of foam and silicone inside, and stabilizers tuned at the factory so none of them needs modding to sound good. But they don't land in the same place. The standard F75 with its Reaper switches is the softest and creamiest of the three, and the sound is what people rave about most. The F75 Max shifts things because the dampening layers are noticeably better and the chassis is stiffer, so it leans more thocky than creamy. If you like a deeper, more controlled sound, that's the one. The S75 Pro sits somewhere in the middle, crisp and clean out of the box, and honestly, the switch you pick matters more than the model here since it ships in a few different flavors. And there's one opinion about the S75 Pro that stuck with me. I own more expensive keyboards, and I actually like this one the best. I thought I'd have to customize it, but it sounds perfect right out of the box. When somebody who already owns pricier boards says that, it tracks. So the sound is sorted on all three. The screen is where the money actually goes, and that's a different conversation. The F75 Max puts a small TFT display next to the knob, and the recurring complaint is that it's tiny, dim, and scratches easily. It shows your battery and connection mode, which is useful, but the GIF thing wears off fast. The knob on that one gets criticized too, since owners often find it loose and oversensitive. So if a precise volume dial is your reason to upgrade, keep expectations low. The S75 Pro handles this better in my read because its screen is genuinely sharp, it plays GIFs smoothly, and the knob has a little tactile bump when you turn it. The catch is that customizing that screen means downloading the software on a Windows machine with the keyboard plugged in. If you're a Mac-only person, your screen basically shows the battery and nothing you set yourself. The base F75 skips the screen entirely and just gives you the knob for volume, brightness, and lighting effects, and plenty of owners call that knob their favorite feature on the whole board. Nice to have, not must have, is where I land on the displays. None of that matters if the wireless drops out on you. All three do tri-mode, meaning Bluetooth, a 2.4 GHz dongle, and USB-C wired, with a side switch to jump between them. On the dongle, they're all fine for gaming. The Max is rated at 1000 Hz polling over the dongle and wired, but only 125 Hz over Bluetooth, so use the dongle when you game. That's a general rule for all three, and the base F75 is the one where it matters most because its Bluetooth is the weak spot here. Buyers report lag and repeated keys over Bluetooth. Fine for casual typing, but frustrating if you type fast. If you're hopping between a laptop, a tablet, and a desktop all day, that's worth factoring in. Battery is a 4000 mAh cell across the board, and that's plenty with the lights off. But crank the RGB and one test on the base, F75 drained it inside a single workday. The Max is officially rated at about 30 hours with the backlight on and 80 with it off, and the S75 Pro claims roughly the same. On build, all three are plastic and all three are heavy enough to stay put. The base F75 is the flexiest, with owners noticing give if you press hard on the deck, while the Max stiffen that up noticeably. The S75 Pro brings side-printed PBT keycaps, which resist shine and fading better than cheaper plastic. And that's the one real material upgrade in the lineup, since Max owners specifically mention their keycaps feeling inconsistent between rows. So where does the extra money go? The base F75 is the cheapest of the three, and you're paying for the sound and the knob with nothing else layered on top. The Max costs a bit more, and that buys you the stiffer case, better dampening, and the small screen. The S75 Pro is the priciest, and there the money goes to the better screen, the nicer knob, the PBT caps, and the side lighting. One thing worth knowing before you decide, the S75 Pro gives up its page up and page down keys to make room for that side screen. And across all three, the software is the same story, basic and Windows focused. If you want deep macro and RGB control, none of these is your board. Here's the call. For most people watching, I'd take the base F75 because it nails the thing you'll notice every single day, that soft, creamy sound, and it asks the least from your wallet in the lineup. That said, if you jump between a laptop and a tablet all day, its shaky Bluetooth will drive you nuts. So grab the Max instead and enjoy the deeper, more controlled sound while you're at it. And if you want a display, you'll actually use plus keycaps that won't go shiny in a year. Spend the extra on the S75 Pro. Just know you're losing those page up and page down keys. And you, which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments. Links below in the description.